front. But again, we're talking about that center of gravity. There is a way to get blocks there. Let's see. Grab where I want to put it. Come on. I just need to get one block under here and be cruising.
I'm really bad at landing at our base once I get out of orbit.
Yes! No problem now!
Yeah, flying in space is a little weird.
Oh. Like I saw it, and I looked and I saw which thing we were at, and then I flew above it and came straight down, and all of a sudden I'm like 9 kilometers away. I'm like, wow.
Well, you gotta kind of skip yourself because you're inserting yourself in the atmosphere. So you can't just immediately stop on a dime. You're gonna overshoot a bit.
Right, but I mean, I thought it should be like right above the thing. Like, at least within like a couple of kilometers.
Alright, grab those, and we're going to put them on the front here for stability's sake. There we go. We're going to move these ones. Which, of course, that's pretty much what's keeping it off the ground at the moment. What is it going to do when this one goes away? Huh. Okay, I was expecting that to change a little bit, but I'll take it. That's a freebie right there. Okay, so now probably want to expand this out a little bit here in the back. And throw. Let's see, that's the line we got going on right now. Yes, we'll throw that against there. One here.
Exum made waffles.
I did make some waffles. Alright, so here we are. Pieces shaping along quite nice. We'll probably throw some more blocks in to cover some things up. We might put a fridge on here, actually. So we don't have to worry about getting hungry while we're out and about. Alright, now let's talk about the drills. This is going to be interesting because the drills...
Exum, can I harvest the fruit in the greenhouse?
Yep, go for it. Harvest all of that. Get some XP, dude.
What level is everyone?
12? So usually things like this are going to weigh a good bit, or at least I think it would weigh. So this is 600
15
kilograms for that drill, and this, oh, it's the same.
Any replanting necessary?
Nope, it's like Arc. It automatically just starts growing again. Alright, so here we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I might put... I don't think I actually occupy the corner up there at the top. Check my diagram. Nope. Okay, I think I'm going to put the tier 2 drill at the top, mainly because if it has more range, I'm hoping that also means it has more area around the actual drill, so it'll make it easier for me to fit the top nose of the vessel through, making a larger hole than other drill bits.
Exum, I think we need a bigger fridge.
We'll be okay. If there's any medicine in there, it needs moved out. or bandages. I did queue up some stuff in the food processor today. And I'm working on getting rid of a lot of the stuff by turning into food. It's just, it takes forever for the food processor to make stuff.
Food processor is done.
Oh, good. Why don't you try queuing up some food we already have, like more waffles or something to start trying to use some things up. All right, here we go. First drill.
All right, I've got 30
drill.
waffles and 20 fruit pies queued up.
Nice. There's our bottom drill. Come over here. Again, hexagon shape, pattern. There's all the drills. And we're going to grab a spotlight here, because again, it's going to be dark, and we want to be able to see. So I guess we can try the middle. We'll try it. That right there. So there we go. A lot of light. It's actually looking pretty good. Turn my own personal light off, so definitely see where we're headed. And I'm kind of wondering how this is going to work mass-wise, because let's just drop this going here. And so our statistics. So here's where you start getting into being a nerd. And I think anyone playing a space game is going to be a little bit of a nerd. So, if we look here, this is not, I swear, man, webcam placement these days. I'm just going to put this back over here. Just to make it a little easier to see the diagram here as I talk about it. But you'll notice that we have the amount of thrust that we can get from each of our thrusters. And they're all showing, so that's no problem. But we have this pitch, and so when we get into the ship, the way that we're pitched, we're going to have a little bit of tilt. And it also, let me see here, it shows the forward and backwards. So we also have a roll here, which I'm assuming is the back front heavy. So I might need to try and put more weight on the back to balance it out. So we're going to hop in here, and we're going to take a look and see which way we pitch and if we're front heavy. So, I mean, sitting here, it looks great, right? But let's see what actually happens when we hop in. So we are definitely angled down, which I guess that's probably not a bad thing when you're talking about driving a vehicle that is designed to dig. But if we can make it so that we can fix this perfect, it'll be even better. So let's take a look at what we got going on here. Oh, I didn't know you could free look around inside. That's kind of neat. Did that by accident. Must have hit Alt. That's what it was. Because I did Alt tab a second ago. Okay. So anyway, we're gonna cruise over here, and we actually. Oh, are you kidding me right now? It actually ungroups the drills. You can't mix and match. They're on two separate left click buttons. Son of a bitch. Okay. Not a problem. We'll just take off the tier 1, or sorry, take off the tier 2, and roll with the, take a look at this. You get to learn all kinds of stuff watching my stream. Save yourself the trouble. So we'll make sure we're on retrieve block mode, and let's go ahead and get... So guess what I just learned, guys?
Huh.
What up?
You know how when you have your hover vessel and you have the tool like the harvester, it puts it on the toolbar for you?
Huh?
Yeah, so the drills, all the tier 1 drills got grouped, and then it put the tier 2 drill as a separate instrument. So you can't group the tier, you can't mix and match tiers. It has to be all tier 1 or all tier 2. I'm kind of a little pissed off right now.
You have the whole time on 2 buttons at the same time. I suppose you really can't then, can you?
No, because how are you going to do that when you can only have one thing activated at a time? So yeah, it has to be all 5, or sorry, I have to do 6 tier 1s. I can't do 5 tier 1s and 1 tier 2. That would have been kind of cool since we had salvaged it, but whatever, whatever.
That's frustrating, though.
Okay, there we go. Got our 6 tier 1 drills on there. We've got the slight pitch That's moving it to the left. Alright, O orients me to the horizon here, so it wants to pull up a little bit. And see how we're doing. We can manually use the arrow keys on the keyboard to change our pitch. So again, we can kind of change how we're gonna drill, which is really cool. And let's just take this around a little bit. I'm not really noticing too much of an issue with that 6%, which is really good, I think. Alright, so let's take a look here. Do we have anything else in my inventory that we have planned out for this? No, but we have some blocks. So these blocks are really lightweight. They're only 15 kilograms a pop. So if we wanted to, we could
Do they
try...
have an auto sort?
No auto sort. Now wait, there is a mod that lets you sort by block ID. I did find that out, but I don't know if it's current, and I don't have any idea on how to do mods in this just yet. So you could try to learn.
I'm good.
But don't worry, I'm going to be changing the cargo boxes around a little bit in there since I made more room on the first floor. I'm going to put boxes on top of the ones that are in there, and we're going to actually have that shit labeled out like base/capital vessel, small vessel for the next box, hover vessel for the box after that, so we can start getting those components in the correct box if we have extras. And I want to have one for pills, medicines, and then another one for like alien parts and water, things that don't have perish but they're needed for food. So yeah, it's gonna happen. Have you been in the basement, Arrow?
No.
Oh,
It's going.
I gave up on the idea of having your shit on the roof, dude. We're having a freaking hangar, awesome shit down here in the basement. I'm gonna make little cubby holes for vehicle parking, like their own little garages. And I dug all this out with a drill earlier today, so you're welcome.
What was wrong with it being upstairs?
What's wrong with having a tunnel that goes in here that you can just fly down through to park your shit, or ride in a hover vessel to park your shit?
Fair enough.
This is
Alright.
cooler! We're going for coolness!
Ah!
Gosh, come down here and criticize what's wrong with the roof. Wasn't even the roof. Solar panels are up on the roof. You know those movies where you have like someone throws like the switch and the ground opens up and the missile comes out of the bottom and it's like ready to launch? That right there would be cool.
Can you put the bay door sideways?
You know what? We're gonna have to make this work, but we're gonna have to get more cobalt ore, I think it is, for your hangar doors. And I think we're still trying to... Peaches, what are we trying to make right now? Did we already make what we needed, or is there... What's the stats?
We're missing some cobalt real badly here.
I know, but what were we gonna do with it? We had a plan, right?
Everything we wanted to make needed cobalt. Like, tier 3 stuff needs cobalt. But what were we gonna make with that? I don't remember now. I can't make an ammo controller box for my gun, for my ship. We can't make any tier 2 multi-tools. Let's see. What else? Gravity generator? Those. Nope, I need flux coils.
Jetpack. Hey man, that's crazy. Just we want it. Okay, let's refill. Do this nice and slow. Little jump, little jump. Okay, man, difficult. I want to say I want to try to get some cool shapes in here. Try to do something somewhat halfway fancy. I need a slopey block, I think. Or
I'm gonna go for the asteroid belt.
yes, do it. Get some oxygen and figure this crap out.
Oh hey, there's some McCall's up in there. That's what the cobalt is. I was just looking it up.
Really?
Yep.
I'm on my way.
Arrow has a tier 2 drill. You got drill charges, bruh?
26.
Good. That'll last you a long time. I know, because I know how many it took to do the damn basement.
Found asteroids, meteorites, moons, and planets.
Ooh, round corner?
Should I go for the
guess-
moon or the asteroid belt?
Peaches, is it on the moon too, or just asteroid belts?
Yeah, it's on Omicron, the Omicron moon. Omicron and the Omicron moon, Akua and the Akua moon, and Akua orbit are the celestial bodies that inhabit.
Where the hell is Slope? Oh,
So we have a moon. I guess I'm shooting for that.
okay.
Right moon, because we're B.
There we go. Now we can put some angles. Right there. Right there. There. We kind of lose the boxiness of all this. Which I'm notorious for just making things that are boxes. Yeah, let's just do let's fill that in with regular shape. And then we'll spray paint this guy. As long as we stay
Oh,
behind
fuck. Cobalt asteroid.
all the drills. I'm really hoping that I'll be able to get this through, since the cockpit is just a little bit above. I think we'll be fine. If not, we'll just, you know, I should test all this before I get involved in placing blocks and decorating blocks. Alright, so all our drills are now in one grouping. Alright, here we go. And I actually want to kind of go up a little bit. So let's pitch back and make sure that we're actually getting this stuff. What are we doing right there? Flip. Get right. Okay. So, I was reading, if you get your pitch where you want it, we want to come up out of here, and you do, I think it was Alt O, you can lock in your pitch and not have to worry about holding the button down while you're trying to steer. So let's do right about here. Oh, that's not work. Shift O? Let's try Shift O. Oh, that was it. Look at that. Locked in very nice. Now we're just gonna hammer on the drill here a little bit, go forward. We're gonna try and make a tunnel. And whoa, that's my third person view. Let's get this situated correctly. Zoom out, back some. Let me go. No, I'm not trying to control.
Guys, the drones work in space.
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay. This is gonna be rather interesting. Why are we not cooperating with my third person view? Normally, I can just mouse wheel and select like how far back I want to get out. But it seems to
How are
not...
we doing on Prometheum?
I think we're actually okay on Prometheum, but if you see it, grab some. Cause
There's a
always...
Prometheum asteroid, so I'll hit that too.
Yeah, because the thing is, we can make the biofuel, but Prometheum fuel is where it's at. And since I think Peaches' ship is going to take a metric fuck ton of fuel.
Yeah, I'm like watching this video and this guy has like 30 of when I have 2.
That might have been more close to the surface than I wanted. The angle was steeper. Alright, Shift O to come out of that. we have a roll. Why? Oh, you know, I put those extra blocks on? Let's look at my statistics here. So, pitch is still 6, but our roll is showing 17 degrees.
That just means how far you can pitch it. It doesn't mean you're off balance 16 degrees.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It means
I'm like
you
rolling
have
around in my
16
hole, though.
degrees of movement. I noticed that the other day. And by that I mean last night.
What about pitch?
The same thing, like, it's just telling you your range of motion.
Oh. So I gotta stay with the debug menu to see my, my pitch, like, when it's just hovering?
Yeah, if you check the center mass, that'll probably tell you where you're off balance. That or just overload it in thrusters and not give a fuck. And RCS.
This is really interesting trying to dig. Oh. I think we might try and cheat. But yeah, holy crap. This is epic. Yeah, we came up out of there really quickly. I'm gonna have to figure out how I wanna fix that since I'm literally making this world's largest tunnel with an open roof. Anywho, let's get these named. This is gonna be rear right. I'm gonna set up groups on here now. This is really helpful if you don't know about grouping yet. So you can't rename or do anything with anything.
Also, Peaches, I'm going to take some of this cobalt too for my vehicle.
So you have to first make a group.
Oh, absolutely.
Hold on, that was not it. We're going to make a group.
I just saw it all in the Camille thing and just can't tell what it is.
And let's do thrusters in your own group.
You'll just have to give me piggyback rides eventually.
And we're going to put our thrusters in there. So, oh, actually, it's our
Cool.
hover engines. My bad. So, hover engines, we'll have the thrusters, put drills in their own group, and yeah, that's going to be pretty decent here. Alright, so hover engines first. Let's add them to hover engines. And then we find the rest of the hover engines and we do the second icon here at the last group. Technically the fourth. There's another
I like that.
engine, and I have one more. There's 4 on here, providing stability. We're trying to provide stability. I think it's just the whole tunnel thing. That's right now. Alright, here's a thruster. So let's put that into the thruster group. Along with the other thrusters. A thruster there, another thruster. Let's see, that's real. We'll get those in a moment. Okay, so we've got 4 thrusters. We're missing 2. There's a thruster. And another thruster. Okay, cool. Let's get the drill sorted. Drills. Okay, drill module. Most of these are pretty close together because they got put on around the same time. There we go. And let's go with our. See how much we got out of that anyway. Oh, it's not showing that I got any. Where did it put it? Must be in the container controller. Recrush down? No way. We should have got more than that. Oh, it's dirt for the main layer that we went through, so maybe not. Okay, I can understand that. Alright, let's go with core components here. I'm gonna make a group with that. So, group, core, ship components. And this is where we're just gonna put stuff that we're really not interested in messing with at all, like the cockpit here. Oops, not the right button. So, core, ship components, generator in there, the RCSs. Core. I don't really like the name of that. Let's group here for containers because that's what I normally do. If I only have a couple containers, it's worth it. So containers. Container there. Last group. Fuel tank. I'm gonna leave it in the container group. And got our spotlight queue. So we're just gonna throw that guy into. If I put more lights on here, possibility. Let's just do lights. This guy's over. And to lights. So now you can rename anything in here that you want, because it's in a group, which you can do that. So now we're just gonna call this cargo box. And then we're gonna name this ore and wood container. See, we just go with simpler names. Then if I want a blueprint the beast later and make another one, all this stuff will go into the blueprint, which is really nice. We'll leave the fuel tank name alone, or I can call it like gas tank, and what have you. Alright, cockpit one, let's just go with cockpit. Generator, we got RCS's, the core, we got all of our drills. Okay, so now that we have everything in a nice group, what I'm going to do is we're going to identify what's what. So if you put your reticle on a piece and you hit P, it brings up a panel, but it also does this nice solid and selects the exact item that we're dealing with. So this is hover engine, and we're just going to go with right rear. What we're going to do, right? Just like that. So that's the right rear piece. We hit enter and it changes it. And we'll do the same thing up here, change its name. Okay, so now we're right front. So that's the right side of the vehicle. We're gonna grab that guy. This is left rear. Let's change it here. Left rear. Copy the beginning text there just so I can have your time. I can go grab this guy. And this is front. So the other thing that we can do when we talk about going through, right now, I'm obviously in a little bit of a conundrum. I can't pitch high enough to go up like I want to, so I'm going to get a little help. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn off the rear thrusters here. Or not thrusters, but the hover capacity. So we're just going to take that guy off and take this guy off. And what's going to happen is when we go to hover, the only part of this that's going to lift up is the front. So as you can see, boom, we are now pitching very forward, and we're just going to try right up here to the edge, activate the drill, and do what we can. See here if we can try to pitch down at all. Nope. Alright, so we got a little bit of progress. Now we need to try to mess with our rears again here, so we're going to turn these back on. We're going to orient ourselves to the horizon. We're going to creep forward a little bit more. See if we can't get our pitch corrected. It's very tedious with this part of the operation. Once you go in, you get your elevation set, you're pretty much going to be rocking and rolling. Alright, so try to lock that in right there. Shift O. A little bit more. Alright, and now I'm actually going to go ahead and kill off here once again. Oh, that's front. We're leaving that alone. And that's left rear. Oh, it's already off. Haha. Oh, look, we're actually starting to look like we're gaining. So if we stay at this course, we should be popping out. Let's see what we got. Well, I was expecting better results, honestly. So Both of these are off right now. And let's unlock my pitch. I love how it wants to flip over immediately. Do that. I don't think it likes the situation here. We're just gonna try this for shits and grins. Oh! Oh! So if we might be able to get out now. We'll turn this on. And then we'll turn that on. And we'll orient ourselves up. Can we go forward? People want to know. We got driving issues right now. It's like I can't get turned around in the hole that I'm in. And if I turned around, I mean like flipped vertically. Come on. You can do it, game. Wow, this is really interesting. Please stop. Okay. So, what are we doing? Obviously, this guy got turned off in the right front. Must have accidentally turned off the right front. Okay, well that answers why we had erratic behavior. Alright. We get oriented. Trying. Got forward and backwards. And what's funny is the game has a left shift button where you can click it or press it down, and it's supposed to flip the ship upright so you don't run into this prop. But I don't know if I need to start wiggling my vehicle around a little bit. Oh, got up and out. So, how do we get ourselves flipped? What's going on here? All my RCSs should be on. See, required to execute emergency flip. Left shift. Left shift upside down. And we should have all these on. Yep. So, not 100% positive why. I'm pretty sure all my thrusters. All of them are on too? Okay. Try left shift again. Still, no dice. Turn it off. Turn it back on. Oh, look, turn it off and we get to roll. Let's see what happens if we turn it back on and try to... Wow, we actually have movement. I'm like sliding around on the ground right now. It's ridiculous. Oh! I thought I had it right there. You know, the first time I made a hover vessel, it was falling right out the gate. I got that thing ready to roll. And this guy, we're having some big issues. And I'm not quite sure what's going on. Let's try taking a look here at the center of mass. And maybe there's something going on with the craft that I'm not aware of. Maybe I got something causing me to roll. Even though we made it out of the tunnel just fine. Or in the beginning part of the tunnel. So, let's get rid of the... jump out here. Let me jump out. Wow, I can't even, like, switch my view right now. Alright, hold on. That. Let's just turn it off for a moment. And get me out. Wow, why did I get thrown? Okay, so... Whoa! I swear, man! Anytime you want to try and do something in this game, there's always a damn bug around. It's freaking nuts. So let's see. I kind of wanted to get it flipped over so I can see what it looks like when it's supposed to be upright. Jeez.
Exum, you need more weight in the back.
I need more weight in the back?
At least that's what it looked like on the stream.
Well, let me,
Your
go back
drills
out there.
might be too heavy up front, so they might just be pitching you down.
But it's weird because I'm rolling. Like, I'm on my side. And the drills are symmetrical. If it was a weight in the front, I'd be rocking with my ass on the ground. Or, sorry, my ass would be up. Wait. Yeah, the ass would be up and the front end would be down. But that's not happening. Like, it's literally on its side.
So what is unbalanced when you built it? Like, what's on one side but not the other?
$50 kilograms there. And let's see. Put some blocks. That's pretty much it. Like, it's symmetrical. For the most part. I got 50 kgs on the left. Or sorry, the right. I could put more blocks on the, what's my weight here? I could add 3 steel blocks to the right side to compensate. Or not compensate, but the other side here. Alright, let's see what happens. Nope, I'm still sliding.
Press O and try to
Oh.
auto balance.
I was trying that. I still slide.
Okay.
I might have to change my hover thrusters around to fix the orientation. Because I'm so jacked up I can't even get like the emergency flip thing to work.
Are your thrusts in symmetrical except for like going forward?
Yeah?
Not sure.
Man, this is weird. Oh, let's just see if it's the drills. I'm gonna pop them off for a moment. Okay, something with my weight with the drills. Wow, I slid around so much I have no idea where the hell I am.
I'm rolling in 1,200 cobalt ore,
Wow!
and I'm not
How
even
much?
done yet.
1,200 and he's not even done yet.
Jeez. See, now you're talking.
You know what's crazy about this? I put true drills on and it starts doing the same thing again. But I made it out of the freaking basement where I built it. It was stable. So I don't understand what changed between driving it from there to here, and there's hardly anything in the cargo box. Not that that would matter. I don't think you get penalized for installing the box.
I mean, maybe just add another one of those RCS units on it.
I have 3 RCS modules on here. Maybe
Oh.
I should do the tier 2 hover engines, or the 2x2 ones. Because I'm using the 1x1s right now. Maybe I'm not getting enough thrust for the weight.
Oh.
Yeah, it's possible. Like,
let me, try
what's
that.
your force off of the ground? It should be enough to counteract gravity, plus
10?
some.
10?
Yeah, you're about a 1-to-1, so that's probably not helping.
Alright, let me suck these hover engines off and get the new ones made. I love this multi-tool.
Level 2?
Like, pro tip, don't ever start building any vehicles in this game unless you can zap stuff off with the multi-tool.
Really, because then you get the bus.
Then what?
He says, and then you get the bus. Because,
Oh.
yeah, remember?
I forgot about that thing.
Yeah, rip the bus. Should make a grave for it somewhere.
2018 to 2018.
2 days, because we have to put the date on it because it'll be so short. Don't. I wonder what kind of keyboard bot decided on.
Do you guys know how many hover engines you can have? Is it still 4 with the 2x2s, or does that change?
No idea.
Zero idea.
Just through as many as you can.
Alright, I'm gonna make 4 and see what happens. And you know what? Just for grins, there's that hoverboard that's in here that's already made. I think I'm gonna take it out and put it on there too. So I
Go
can do a
for
little
it.
jump. So maybe I could jump out the tunnel I'm in. Does anyone know how much like what the jump is like?
No idea. Didn't get a chance to put it on the bus.
Gotcha.
Jump is shift spacebar, right?
Possibly. I left with what, 26 or 27 charges on this drill.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm already down to 19.
That's a lot of ore.
A lot of ore. Are we hampering ourselves by not being off planet? Taking it back. We're actually gonna have his base of base to cover a third of the planet. He'll just cover around all the factions.
Well, right now I'm gonna have to figure out a solution for the big ass tunnel that I kind of have an open, exposed top to from the base to who knows how long I was going for. It's pretty funny looking.
Oh.
Is it just a canyon run?
Pretty much.
Constructor force. I'll see. Interesting. Alright, Exum, how did you do? I'm looking at the base. You got hangar door 1F dot south. I'm assuming you named that 1F?
Yeah, first floor.
Okay, first floor. Okay. How did you get them to go into your configure circuit?
How do you get them to show up on the drop down for the
Yeah.
signal? Okay, so you have to go to the device itself. So, let me get in the panel so I can look.
Devices, hangar door. Show in HUD? Nope, that's not it.
Hold on, let me in the interface so I can.
Oh, you're here. I thought you were in your sorry, I thought you were in your
Remember, it'll only be one. Okay, so let me look around here real quick and I'll tell you what you gotta do. Okay, you can go back in there. So,
Okay.
whatever the signal devices that you're using, like in your case with, I think, what were you wanting to do in your ship again?
I was gonna put wanted to
Oh,
set
you want
up-
to switch your thrusters around.
Yep, so I was gonna use those signals, like the little switches in the wall.
Yep. Okay. So, on each of your thrusters, you're going to need to access that device and go to the signal button at the top to bring it to the signal page for that device. And then you can think of that like naming the wire. So, or naming the signal that you're going to have coming from that device. So, whatever name you put in there, that will appear in the drop-down boxes on your logic when you're trying to set up your switch.
Well, so when I go to the device, and I just name it basically.
Well, not there's the device with the button device at the top, but then there's the signal button. So you'll want to name your device regardless, but that's not what gives you the ability to select the signal in the drop-down box. That's the signal button. So next to device, you have signal, and then whatever you type in there, that's going to be the signal that comes out of that device.
I'm not seeing the signal button. I see your device's signal logic.
Hold on, let me get back in there so I'll give you the right name.
Here, let me go into this thing over here. Let me go sit inside this thing so I can... Okay, so...
So you got main, devices, signal, logic, and stats, right?
Yep.
Okay, so when I'm talking about signal, I'm talking about the signal logic. So let's take a device, for instance.
Okay.
So whatever your device is. So we'll start on the device tab. So you have your item. If it's in a group, you can name it to whatever you want, right?
Okay.
Okay. That's the name that just shows up in the group list on the left-hand side, so you don't drive yourself crazy later trying to figure out what's what.
Right.
Okay? All right. Now, setting up your signal stuff. The next button over at the top is signal logic. You see that?
Yep.
All right, click there, and then you'll see that we're now on that device. It didn't change. We're still on the same device, but now you have transmit signal, and there's the box. See that?
Little I?
Above the I, you should have the ability to name a signal. So right above on, off, and the I, there's transmit signal with the box you can type in.
I must not have that on, like, the hover engines.
Oh, because it's not signal logic. They must not allow that for signal logic. Let me see here.
I'm looking in these thrusters, and there's configure signal on, off, follow toggle with an I.
Okay, hold on. It's acting like the lights in the base. Okay, so let me grab like my greenhouse light. So what you're gonna have to do is we gotta make a transmit signal from the device that's gonna trigger it. So that's gonna be your switch that you have. So let me see here.
Do you have to do the shortcut with the custom one of the whole group, basically?
No. Okay, so let me look at one thing here, and then I'm gonna walk you through looking at it from the base, so you can see the stuff. We do like motion sensors in the greenhouse. Okay, come into the base and hit P.
Alright. Got it?
Alright, devices tab, and then I want you to look under sensors, or whatever I have for signal group, my signal group.
Signal logic.
Yep, and then there's a motion light in the greenhouse. Select that one.
Looking at it.
Okay, so in your case, you're going to have a switch. It's not going to be a motion sensor, but it's essentially the same. So that's where we're going to have to name the signal. So you'll name the device first so you don't go crazy. Then click the signal button, and you're going to put, now you see that transmit box above what you were talking about?
Yep, the TX signal.
Yep, so your switch, or whatever you set up, you're going to name it right there. Okay, so that's part one. You got to set up the signal from whatever signal device you have. Pressure plate, motion sensor, switch on the wall, any of that. Okay, that's phase one. Phase two is you're going to go to the device that you want that signal to control, whether it's on off, which is pretty much all the stuff you can do with the logic in this game. It's pretty much on off. So now grab on the left hand side, there's the lights group. I want you to find any of the lights in the greenhouse that's like wall light. I think I got one that's like wall light. There's a 1 and a 2. Don't look at any of the plant lights. That's not what you're looking for.
Oh, not for the plant lights?
Yeah, not a plant light. You see like wall light or...
Light B1, main 1. Okay. Light
yeah, like
F1.
main. That sounds pretty good. Or what we can do is this. You can just walk in here and... anytime you're in the base, if you want to see a particular item, you just put your reticle on it and you hit P and it'll pull right up to that device. So if we just walk in here and you put your cursor up on the reticle on this green right here and then hit P, it's going to take you right to that device.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So what's that one?
Oh, it's underneath lights. Light 1F greenhouse 1.
There we go. And then there's 2, which is on the other wall down the way. So now, if you look here, you can see how I've got the logic set up. So the signal that it gets, what's it called?
It gets, it's telling me on off motion sensor 1F follow.
That's it. So what happens is whenever that motion sensor in this room detects me or any human, it's put into follow mode. Just means whenever you show up. So like here I am, or if I'm standing on a plate, it's gonna follow me there because I'm actively engaging it. So the motion sensor, when it sees you, if you flip the switch, that's the moment you flip the switch. Your case, you're going to want to set it for toggle with an actual switch, because then as soon as it changes state, you're going to flip it and it's going to activate your thrusters or turn them off, however you want to do that.
So then here's my next one. So I saw the one where you can set the groups, you can toggle to a custom on off.
Yep, so now what you're going to have to figure out, if we look at, we're going to have to make a custom signal for you. And that custom signal is going to have to be what you use to do all 4 thrusters, or however many thrusters you have, at one moment in time. Because right now, when you look at this, I have motion sensor set up for 2 lights, but it's all automatic. It's not linked to a switch.
Right.
So the switch is going to be a little different. So on your switch, you, let's see, we're going to need to set up a custom signal that involves... Actually, you might not even need the custom signal. Unless you just want to add one.
Group.
Oh, you just want to set up a group?
Well, I'm thinking because I want to add, 10 or 25, 50, 75, 100%, say vertical thrust. Or so for hovering, depending on how much weight I have in that thing, coming into a planet, basically.
Okay.
I want to be able to sit. So if I can toggle it, I think you can put custom toggles. Yeah, you can name your custom. Can you put hotkeys to those?
I don't know about... You know what? Some dude said he had his ventilator set up to a button on his keyboard, and when he crapped out his oxygen in his base, because he accidentally hit it. So...
Yeah, console shortcut. Those console shortcuts.
There's got to be some way you can set up a button, or a combination of buttons to do...
I guess even if I hit P, but then I want to have it where coming into the ground, and I see, like, alright, I'm coming in too fast. Ooh, don't want to do that. I need to add, 25% more power. So then all I do is add it in until we're hovering and we can cruise on the planet, see where all the stuff is, and I drop down. That's kind of like the thought process.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to do.
Okay. Well, in that meantime, now that we got so much cobalt back, I have to get the thing ready so that we can actually live.
Is Arrow back?
No, but...
No.
Oh, okay.
I gotta get the...
Oh,
back over here.
I know what I wanted to make. It was going to be the furnace.
That's what it was. And so we could smell,
So we can smell ore super fast.
Well, you'll have 2,500 cobalt.
Come on.
Peaches, what happened to your vessel?
It died.